this intro. This is so riveting.
It is, isn't it?
But do it live.
We're doing it
Woo!
live. Jesus.
Audio. Turn up the audio. Jake, turn up the audio.
Fuck it. We've been on Riverside. Oh, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. Just trying to get stuff working. Haven't been on StreamYard in a minute. We've been focused on Riverside so much, forgot how to do shit over here.
Yeah, no joke, right? I was liking Riverside. It's a toss-up. Do you want to deal with these problems, or do you want to deal with these problems?
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a trade-off. We got a good signal strength with StreamYard, but we have to deal with this right here. But we get automatic clips out of Riverside, but nobody can hear you. So.
And it randomly boots you out when you share videos.
Yeah, if I share too much stuff and try to make it an entertaining show, Riverside decides to boot me out and just leave you guys hanging.
No, we did one. We did a stream on Sunday, and I got booted like 12 times.
See, that's fucking bullshit. I wish they would just get one that just works 100% for free.
Just give us basic stuff. I'm not like asking for cinematic quality. Just give me like basic stuff.
Well, if StreamYard would just give me my intro and outro back, I'd be happy to stay here. But no,
just give you back the thing that you had.
Yes.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, taking it away was stupid. Like, oh, we don't have any actual good features for you to pay for, so let's take all this free stuff that we were giving you and make you pay for that.
Yeah.
And then, it still messes up for people that are paying for it.
No shit. I see how you're doing at StreamYard, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. I still like Riverside better because you can customize backgrounds and everything.
Right.
Layouts are a little weird.
Better. There's just other like case uses. There's other case uses for each of them, but all in all, I use Riverside more now.
Yeah, not happy about that, but there is something I am happy about. I'm happy about 2 books that I got this time around.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Which one are we talking about first?
We can talk about either one first. We have Sol-Stryker from KV Kin Marion, which is an excellent book. I highly enjoyed that one.
Yep.
And then we have Infinitale Chronicles. I got the manga version.
Yeah.
And then
I haven't finished this one yet, but I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm reading so far.
But with Infinitale, you got a preview of issue 3, and that came in actual comic book form. So I got not only the manga, but I also got the preview for issue 3. And I can tell you which art I like better. Do I like the manga art better, or do I like the comic book art better?
I know which one I like better. Yeah, but I definitely have a preference for which one I like more. Was this the one where he was trying? This got to be the campaign. He was trying to decide whether he wanted to go manga or the comic book and see which one was more popular.
Right.
Is that's this one, right? It's got
so that's Chris Fisk. He decided because this dude just blew me out of the water with his packaging and everything for this campaign. It came in one of those nice like treasure boxes you get that are just packed with all kinds of goodies. I had like 5 bookmarks that had stencils on them. Like I used it to mark my places while I'm reading and everything.
Oh, that's nice.
And it came with a metal print, a little small poster. It's all over there, all together on my bookshelf, just collecting dust because I got.
Like B-Rose had that cool store folio that he just gave away with everybody for everybody. There's something to be said for a campaign that just does that, right? It gives you this amazing package. There's something 100% fit on your shelf, and it looks solid with everything else.
Yes, I'm very happy for those that can actually do it. But before we do that, we have an unboxing.
Nice.
Yeah,
what'd you get this time? All right, I'm now curious what you get.
All right, some of you are not going to like this. You're not going to like this little logo here, but
those are the best.
I did it anyway.
Oh no! All right, which one did you get?
Absolutely not.
Which one?
What I was expecting.
All right. So this one I had to take
Was
a
this
shot
like?
at.
Was this to like review it, or was this like irony, or?
This will be to review it one of these days.
Like the intentionally misprinted?
Was that a $5
for an investment purpose?
Yeah, for investment purposes.
All right.
That was a horrible. Well, this is a more valuable book because I fucked it up. Yeah, I did it for you.
I actually went out of my way, and I got Golden Patriot.
Oh, that's not a Rippaverse book, but yeah, actually,
yes, it's Yellow Flash.
I'm curious about this one myself. I'm actually curious.
Too.
I'm hearing good things about it.
Well, it's Yellow Flash and it's John Dillard, but people are trying to say that the storytelling is not that great or the art's not up to par or anything. Well, this is an unbiased channel, and I got no problem giving you my
biased.
Absolutely not biased.
I'm totally biased. However, I will give credit to a good book, even if I don't like the creator.
Of course.
Yeah,
that's what we try to do.
And the creator of that book sucks. That guy's an ass. The creator of that book is an ass, and he doesn't deserve to have that, but the artist does. So it's like a catch-22 kind of thing.
That falls in line with do you stop backing the product because you don't like the creator of it?
Well, why did you back it in the first place?
Dude, I was
like, because you wanted to read it?
Well, you know that I'm coming out with my own book, right? Or at least trying to. And it's got
you better have a damn good artist. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's got the same aesthetic that I'm going for, though not totally in this, state. So I wanted to see what he's throwing out there to see if it's anything near what I'm trying to do. And it doesn't seem like it is.
You're studying the competition. I like this approach.
Yeah, ready the competition.
That's
I have zero interest in a black, golden, white Power Ranger. But
what, you don't like the Sixth Ranger from the Zeos?
Right? Yeah. The only thing that I almost wanted.
What's wrong with you?
There's only one piece of artwork from the entire campaign that almost got me to back it because it was so good, and that was Kelsey Shannon's cover.
Yes,
with him in front of like the tank, that looked like a solid. That was like the best one, man. Like I wanted to back it just for that because that actually made it look interesting. Then I started seeing the interiors. I don't like Yellow Flash, and I like John Dillard. I even like his artwork, but I'm not interested in Power Rangers in World War II. I'm interested in World War II, but not Power Rangers.
I'm going to be fair. If this is Power Rangers in World War II and it's the Gold Ranger,
yeah,
I'd like to know what we're talking about here.
Yeah, but he's Egyptian. It's like an Egyptian power, and
that's the whole thing. The Gold Ranger stick from Zeo was all Egyptian. He had the pyramid Zord. He had the gold Aztecian shield, and so I'm really wondering like what's separating it from that, other than just WW2. So I really do want to look at that and actually see if it's good.
I'm tired of these books. Like I always say, I'm tired of this is my take on the Power Rangers. This is my take on Superman. Come up with something different, man.
I don't have the same issue because I'm not reading the quantity of books that you guys are, but I will say there's something for having something that's actually different as opposed to, I forget what the term is when it's just like a derivative. Like it's and this is a little bit more than derivative. This looks a little bit more like verging on copy.
Yeah,
verging on copyright.
A little bit. I mean, it is a Sentai.
There's one caveat to that, and that's going to be Invincible. Invincible.
No, because that's a parody. Parody is fine, but parody that's not what's happening here.
Parody. Invincible is more like a send-off to everything that you enjoyed growing up.
Yeah, but it's better than most of the stuff that I've seen in I guess that they're parodying.
Granted. But I'm just saying. Just
but I don't know if this book is
similar doesn't mean that it's going to be worse, unless you know a creator who's just doing exactly copy paste and saying that their stories are original.
Yeah. Now I'm curious to see if it's good because if it's good, I'll say rock on. I have some Power Ranger books. Power Ranger vs. Godzilla. That was freaking awesome.
Boom Studios did great with Power Rangers. Made it a little darker, a little bit edgier.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
It's fucking colorful. It's just as colorful.
Like a derivative of that?
But it's just as colorful as X-Men, Superman, Teen Titans, and everything. It's the colorful colors. It's the colorful designs. It's very bright. It's very bombastic. I don't understand the hate on it, but whatever. If you don't like Power Rangers, it's from the TV show. But this one gives you a little bit more depth into the characters and their livelihoods and the characters and the battles and the blood and the deaths and stuff like that. So I want to do Power Rangers from Boom Studios.
All right. I don't even know if I should say this live because I'm probably not going to do it. But Ninja Turtles, who are also the Ghostbusters. That's my derivative. And they also go back in time in not a DeLorean, but a Cybertruck.
Okay. And, well, look at this way. In Japan, the demonic-looking turtles there, the demons that look like demonic turtles, are called Kappa or Kappa, which is what they called the turtles when the Japanese ran into them in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, because they thought they were demons from their homeland. So if you want to take that route with it, by all means, go ahead, but be careful where you tread.
Experimental. Was that wasn't Jim Henson? That was probably ILM, right? Doing that.
Yeah, that was a different company. But all right, since we got Infinitale Chronicles and Sol-Stryker, which one do we want to do first? Because
let's do Sol-Stryker.
Sol-Stryker, I put up on the drive, so we can actually show the digital pages from it. So let's go ahead and do that. Do you want to pull up the drive for us, Peter?
Well, it just so happens that I already did. And
good, because I don't have to share the camera. I don't have to set it up while I'm just talking out of my ass. We can actually look through it together.
Screen, and then window share. I think that did it.
All right, that did do it.
It's been a minute. All right, here we go.
Sol-Stryker.
Sol-Stryker. Well, first thing I got to say, this book has really good artwork. Like top, in my opinion, this is like professional, awesome artwork.
It's top tier, man.
Yeah, coloring, everything.
Nah, this one should scare people with how great the art is, because this one is a competitor.
There's only a few things that I found in it that I was like this Ken, what's his name? Ken Marion. You see his signature right here in the middle?
Yeah,
he put that on a couple pages, and I've never seen anybody put their signature on the interior pages before.
Now, were they done on panels that look like they could be posters or cover art later on?
No, it's just like this, straight out in the open. We'll get there. I'll show you. It's like that struck me as a little odd, but it's not the whole book. I was wondering why he did that on just a couple pages.
All right. So I got my book right here with me while you got that one up there for everybody. It's a good cover right here. On screen, we have the digital here because you get the digital along when you back a physical, because that's how you do it in this realm. So Battle Chronicles Sol-Stryker. I really enjoyed this book, man. I thought it was great. I thought the story was intriguing. I thought the characters each had their own little story arc presented in the first issue. There wasn't one character in here that I disliked except one, and I will get into that later because I want to talk about everything that's awesome so far.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like the story and the characters and their different story. I have a few things to say about a general storytelling, but I like that this book was like 50-something pages of story and then like 10 extra pages of extras.
Right.
So it didn't feel like it was too quick. And like a couple of other origin stories, or I'm assuming this is an origin story because it kind of ends on what's going to happen in the next issue kind of a thing, right? Which is good. That's a good way to leave it. But I didn't feel like I didn't get it. Like we built it up to this moment and then it was over. It's like, what the hell? Like I've seen in other books. Like I felt almost ripped off. Like there is a solid, complete story in this book. And it's a big enough book. Like I felt whatever they're charging for it, I think this would have been a good price. It would have been fair. This was a solid book.
I forget what they charged. I'll have to go back and look at it. It's on Kickstarter. It's not in demand or anything. It's over. It's done for. But he will be doing. I think he'll be doing a catch-up tier or a second chance campaign later on down the line.
When I saw the all the way to cover M or something like that, like the 15 variant covers, I knew instantly this was on Kickstarter. This is not something that goes.
You ain't lying.
This was a Kickstarter campaign. I was just wondering where the not safe for work covers are.
Are we going to be looking at the other covers?
I can zoom down. I can go. They're down at the very bottom. Hold up. Let me go to one real quick because it's going to take a second to load up.
I'm sorry if I took you off on a tangent.
No. It's something we're talking about. So it's like let's collect all the covers. Look at that. Let me open this up.
A lot of covers.
Yeah. Oh, I can't open it up and it's on.
I mean, they're all a good looking cut. Yeah, I think it's a splash page with all the different covers on, but it says collect them all. So
collect them all, which is a good thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's clever.
You're like Pokemon, collect them all.
Yeah. And that's a good way to get people to back. I'm not knocking the variant covers thing. I don't knock that. Like however many. Well, how many are there? 5, 10, 15, 14. There's a lot, but I've seen other books, put out a lot of variant covers, so I'm not going to knock it.
That's something that you can definitely overdo. And this to me, like in the 90s, I'd have been like, dude, more than 3, and you're just like you're just raking me over the coals.
Or at least put the others on different campaigns.
I'm like 14. I'm okay with this. 25, maybe too many.
I one campaign. If these are all available on the one campaign, that's a lot. I would rather it be something like what Ethan does, where he's got probably more covers than this for his Blood Honey book, but he doesn't put them all out at once. He'll do like, oh, you know what? This is a huge thing that's happening right now. Like when Donald Trump became president, he made a Donald Trump cover. I'm not going to back it because I don't care. He actually made 3 Donald Trump covers. They're all the same. There's different colors.
Yeah, but so one of the things too on this though, like that I look at numbers, it's not just variations of it. There's also variations of like it's the same cover, but he has that black and white so that they can color him in or whatever.
No, it's a black and white line variant, so you can appreciate the artwork.
Okay, but I mean, it's the same piece of art, you know what I mean? But it's a different version of that. So I'm okay with that. Like that doesn't, to me, it's not like it's 25 completely different works of art. It's 14, and there's a couple of duplicates because some people want the black and white.
Right?
I'm all right.
That's true. And actually, I'm one of those kind of guys that would back the line art variant because I really like looking at the artwork. So I'm not. Yeah, you're right about that. That doesn't. I wouldn't technically count the line arts. They are variants, but they're variants of one cover.
But it's not like when you look. If you were to tell me somebody had 14 covers, variations of covers on a comic book, immediately I would be like, "Dang, dude, that's a lot. Like that's excessive."
I thought that. I was like, "Damn, that's a lot." I do love that one where the character Varric is holding out his blade in front of him with all the gold background.
Oh yeah. Cover
that was
G.
a great one.
Here's the thing. Look at cover H here and cover N. I see. One's a hollow foil. Same cover, but one's a hollow foil.
And same here. And he has the black and white. So you have the same piece of artwork in 3 different. Yeah.
approaches.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so technically he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 covers, and then he's got 3 line art variants of those covers, and then 3 hollow foils of those covers.
I'm okay with that.
That's different. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I still would spread them out, but put the hollow foils in the first, backing. Back my book and get the hollow foil, and all these different covers. Yeah. Do a line art variant next time or on the Fund My Comic or something, and then do the other one. That way you got to back on all the different platforms so that you'll have backers on a platform if you get banned.
Right.
Not that I think this guy would get banned because his book's not, charged.
All right. Let's get back up to the page and talk about the story, man.
All right.
Yep. Loading up right now.
So if you don't know what Sol-Stryker is, it's a story basically about a war that's been going on between the Kingdom of Hikari and the shadow-dwelling horde called the Fomorians. I believe that right? I might be butchering these
Fomorians.
names.
They're that's the problem with all these books with fantasy is all the weird names.
Right. But anyway, so the Fomorians have been like out, like hiding in the shadows for a long time because the Hikari have done their job in defeating them for a little while. And now the Fomorians are finally rising back up because they believe they have the strength to take down the kingdom now. Now, the kingdom runs on this like power that's kind of presented as a solar key. So it's like a universal key, but it's all like embedded like within their different technology and stuff that's powered from this like huge gem rock, like this huge crystal.
Yeah, that's down here.
Yeah, so they kind of like learn how to use it within the royal family. But what is really interesting is that that's not really the focus. That's just part of it. The actual focus that we're presented with is two of the soldiers from the regime, and their names are Axel and Varric. Now, throughout this story, until I did double take, I thought Axel was the white guy, and then Varric was the black guy because I don't think I've ever met a black dude named Axel before. But I was thinking, what's that game? Streets of Rage, because the main character there is named Axel and he's a white dude. So, but anyway,
I got to interject for just a second. There's about a 99% chance that you're racist. And anybody watching this after it's no longer live, leave a comment. Let us know. Is Jake racist?
Also, leave a like and hit that like button and subscribe for more.
Just saying, my brain went more ultimate race, and I had to check myself. But yeah,
I got a question though, real quick, before we jump right back into this. This scene at the beginning was a little confusing for me because the bad guys got him. Like they got the hero with the sword,
right?
So right afterwards, they leave. And then everything goes back to normal? That's weird.
That's the sword that's the master sword.
Is it? It's Excalibur.
You know what I'm saying. You caught that.
I think this was presenting them as a threat where they took out one of the older soldiers, one of the captains or colonels or lieutenants, majors, whatever, what have you. And then when they took him out, they're like, all right, let's regroup, get ready to go make the big impact on the palace or in the city. And I really like the art of this one. I like the design for it because it mixes like high fantasy with like sci-fi. So you get like that Fifth Element vibe. You get the like
well, that was another thing that kind of confused me.
Sins vibe with the armor and everything. And I really love it. Like the art itself kind of reminds me almost of anime or manga. The art style itself, because everybody's got those like real fine, like chiseled cheekbones that go down into like a open U, most anime characters do. But I think it works great for this story. I thought the art,
the artwork definitely works great for the story. It's digital.
Yeah, it is.
And so line weight is a little bit, I don't know. I feel like if you're going digital, you have the opportunity to get some real fine detailing, but I'm not knocking it. It does look, it's beautiful artwork even still.
It's that panel 2 pages ago. I think it was 2 pages ago.
Which one?
Yeah, right there. That one right there. So something that caught my eye artistically. I like this, but I'm also it's something that catches my eye, makes me just a little hair wary. And I am nitpicking the shit out of what is actually some really, really fine artwork here. But this, you see this, like, okay, you have this character right here. It's all black.
Yeah.
And then they covered that purple on top of it. There's that faded purple look.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It's like they created a little atmospheric perspective onto it, the smoke.
Yeah.
That's awesome and that's well done, but it also blends these characters together. Like there should have been a little. I feel like I'm nitpicking the shit out of stuff. I feel like there should have been a separate layer of like
between this guy in the back in the corner and this guy in front of him.
Yeah,
it does look like he could be like a pattern on the guy's cape or something.
Yeah, it's heavy. Like it's the same pattern. They just sprayed all over it. It's heavier on the foreground character than it is on the midground character, and it should have been the exact opposite. The midground dude over the larger character should have had more, and the guy in the foreground should have had a lot less to stand, closer.
Or no, I would have done
it. Being that it's the fourth panel and like the main panel of the page, I think it does all right if you stick around and look at the art.
Like, it's exceptional art.
It works.
Really nitpicking.
It works,
really
but if you're nitpicking it, something to define, like push these guys forward a little bit more.
But the next page is what really grabbed me. Like I was okay with like the fantasy stuff, but as soon as it flipped it where it's like, oh, well, these guys are now in like mech suits doing training sequences.
Okay, now hold that. Sorry to interrupt you. That is a thing that kind of bothered me because right now we're talking medieval. Okay, swords and armor, and then I like it too. But then we jump into, and it doesn't say anywhere like 20,000 years later. It doesn't say anything. Now we got mech suits,
right?
And I'm like, okay, this is like a jarring. This is different, right? Clearly different timeline or something because we got future tech now, and there was no signs of that before. So you either need present day or something.
Okay, a present day thing maybe. I love the jarring transition.
Yeah,
that makes me go.
100%.
I'm going because I didn't know anything about this, and I see this as you bring it up, and it comes up here, and he's playing like Heisman Trophy winner with whatever's going on. I see this, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? And that I find intriguing. That's catching my attention, and I'm like, okay, I got to read into it to see what the hell we're talking about now.
So now, if there was a problem with the timeline, like present day or 2,000 years later, well, that's fine. You don't want to do it because you want that jarring thing. That's fine. Except like 3 pages later, in the middle of a battle, we get a 4 hours earlier, which is a quick scene that jumps right back into the present. Like that was an unnecessary thing. That's the only reason I brought it up is because that if you're gonna do we're not gonna talk timelines right now. Well, then and also flashbacks for a scene for like 1 panel or 3 panels, and then just to get right back to the present was a little. I don't know.
I see what he's doing with that. I see what he's doing with that, and like that entire like thing that happened 4 hours later didn't need to happen. There was no reason for all the jumping around.
Start right here. Except this isn't as exciting as here. So is this important? Like, is this little scene right here important at all? Or can you just explain it in the present right now?
Also, they used in that 4 hours earlier little caption thing. God, man, I really hate being this nitpicky about something that's really well.
It's when it's good. You almost got to nitpick it, right?
Yeah. I mean, a terrible
these
one.
Are the things that
not fun to nitpick. But
this is the thing that makes it stand out against
as long as the intentions are there to help, like make it better on the next issue. It's fine.
Like Rob Hunter's artwork was amazing in some parts, but then he puts like, FML and like whatever the hell that was. He put in the word box. Like nobody says FML or FLOL. Oh yeah, that one.
So
OMG, nobody says that.
That 4 hours earlier. I'm assuming this is intentional, but look at the caption boxes next to it versus the 4 times. It's old timey, and we've done this future jump. Why have we done a future jump of what I'm assuming is like 1,000 years, and now we're doing 4 hours earlier, but in the old timey font?
Because it's still part of the aesthetic of that world. They mix them together. It's high fantasy mixed with like sci-fi.
Which I'm all for, but
it's all in the same panel, though. It's in the same.
So all I'm saying is, if that's the case, then there should have been some like primordial tech in this this stuff up here to blend it together a little better.
I don't know if there should have. I don't know if there should, because I mean we're like 9 pages in, so I'm not going to say anybody should have done anything.
That's fair.
You know, because I'm asking questions here, and I'm intrigued, and that is exactly what you want.
Because you get that normal building right behind them, like you get like an old apartment complex when that dude is being like.
That's true.
Yeah,
no, that's
right,
fair. Right. That's not medieval tech right there. I mean,
no,
medieval.
So you're being slowly presented to the world that you're about to be encompassed by, and I dig that. I think it's a slow burn to world building, and
there's nothing wrong with that. People complain about it. I complain about it, but if you do it right and you do it well, there is nothing wrong with a slow burn.
I love this rendering though. The way he's like his line work is pretty good.
What's going on,
like,
Mo?
I'm a little jelly. Hey, what's up, Mo? I'm a little jealous. I'm looking at this arm right here, this little forearm thing, and I'm like looking at the way he's rendering it. I'm like, that's pretty good. That looks pretty dope. This looks pretty good.
This is
like
this
something
is
out of Spawn.
I loved it. I loved all the mixing and matching of the different story styles, genres. But so after you get through that, first beginning where the Fomerian general or whatever kills one of the Sol-Strykers, we come to Axel in a training.
It's like a little exercise training for
a little exercise
war training or whatever that's called.
Commander with his CO. And when shit starts going awry because the two on the opposite team are actually trying to kill Axel, Varric has to jump in and help save him because the dragonfly mechanism goes off grid and starts using lethal force, lethal artillery. So they're having to go in and try and shut it down. And it was really cool to see how cocky these two teenagers are, or guys who are in their early 20s trying to become military. It's exactly like when you're just going into the military and being trained as a private. This cockiness that they have about them, just walking around showboating, showing off and giving it. This is epic right here. I love this whole battle.
I like the personalities.
It shows off their character so well.
He's like, "Oh, I'm going to do this myself," and they're like, "Oh, great, here we go."
You know, I got to say too, there is such a contrast between the first panel and these panels, like the good, the times, whatever. Making that contrast between those times, the good and the bad, very, very well done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's actually some really good shots in this book. I'm impressed. I like the way, a lot of books these days, all the panels will be roughly the same distance from the character, so it's not very dynamic. It's kind of everything. Why have two panels? They're both from the same angle, same position. It's
right. Look at this one right here. Cool. He's got the sun in the background, but he's not silhouetting him. He actually has the light fading across the character. In how I was talking earlier about the purple on that other one, he's doing the same thing with the light on the foreground on this one.
Oh man, there's a scene in a little bit that's pretty good when it comes to the coloring of the book. I will say the colorist did a top-notch job. The feeling of the book is heavily tied to the colors in this book, and there's a scene where it's you can, if you're looking for that kind of stuff, it's there. He did it on purpose.
Yeah, I like that. That's artistic.
Yeah. That's very good. The colorist is taking a role in the storytelling. Is awesome.
I also like the outfit designs that he used for this. It's very cool. I love the chest plate, the armor that he's wearing right there, but it's also kind of mixed with street clothing, or at least your
streetwear stuff.
Dude, his kicks.
Yeah, I'm noticing his kicks over here. His shoes are those are pretty cool. I can get some of those. Yeah. Are they high top? They need to be high tops.
But anyway, so they go in there, they defeat the drone, and then the two cadets that actually
that's cool.
overrode the system in that thing actually go to be punished, and we never see him again in the rest of the book. I thought that was a miss. like bringing them back, or at least showing us the kind of punishment that they were given. Because Axel and Varric, even though they disobeyed their CO during the training, they're actually praised by their CO. And what's really cool is that the CO and the general here, the general is actually the father of their CO, and he's actually
which is this girl right here.
Yeah, emboldening her to become her own.
Wait, wasn't she a princess or something?
No. That's a different character.
Oh, they look a lot alike. I thought it was the same character.
This chick here, she has a little sister who's friends with the princess, and that takes place later on in the book. Okay. But you can see how she's more like following in her father's footsteps, trying to be more present with him. Where the other one, you'll see her street clothes. She looks like she, down buying stuff for Forever 21 and stuff like that.
Yeah. I like the face on this girl.
Yeah.
Like that's a really good. I wish I could draw girls like that.
All the women
like
in this
eyes.
All the women in this book are fine. I don't know where Corey Barton is with his bitching of needing hot women. He should be here.
It's like reminiscent of oh my god, I can't believe I don't remember his name. The Fathom.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? That bald guy. He's awesome. I love watching his art. I can't. Anyways, sorry, I can't remember his name, but
you're good. But anyway, he's just telling her how she needs to take control and rein in her team to follow orders.
Chaos Moon.
Even though they
even.
Like I like green eyes on the light skinned chicks. I think that's a hot look, and I actually did it for my character Brickhouse, and I'm biased on that one.
This guy used to draw Starfire.
Mo Biggs,
because this new one's not my Starfire. No. I'm not. It's not there. Michael Turner. That's the thing. I'm not thinking of Michael Turner. I'm thinking of dude, there he is. I can't think of it again.
Shook his head before he gave you the answer.
No, but that's not who I'm thinking of.
God, but right here you see the Hikari Palace or whatever, the city. And I mean, that's very high fantasy, but with the technology that they use, you wouldn't suspect that. And I love this because it goes to like almost Kryptonian, look almost, they look kind of futuristic, but still medieval at the same time. Like they still wear the crowns, they still wear the insignias of their royalty, of their lineage and whatnot. And right there, that's the younger brother of the princess. He actually takes on more responsibility than the princess because she's one of those ones that's just like free spirit. So the Pocahontas of the story is the princess. But something's going on with this kid. Something's really going on with him because there's one panel where he shows disapproval towards his sister. And it's where she's getting ready to like start talking about taking over or actually like doing her job as a princess, but that doesn't come until like the end of the book. But you can see like
this is the sister right here, right?
In space.
Okay, Michael Turner's is the Fathom guy, but that's not the artist that I'm thinking of. He draws.
Capullo?
No. He's the guy that dude, what the hell's going on with my brain? I've been like our guy,
also hi comics mate.
Right.
What's up, comics mate? Man, I don't know what the hell's going on with my brain. It's been a long week. No, not a last man. Who's the guy that used to ink for him, and he was in Comicsgate, and then he failed on his Dragon Rage book, and so he left. I can't remember anybody's names right now. Now that I said that, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about.
Right.
Dragon Rage. Who did Dragon Rage? That guy inked. He used to bring the pencils.
Dragon Rage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jimmy Reyes. Now, I'm not thinking of Jimmy Reyes here. Jimmy Reyes used to bring this guy's.
What up, Chris?
Jimmy Reyes used to bring this guy's pencils. He would bring this guy's pencils in and then ink them and then try to sell them. Dave Finch. Thank you, Mo Biggs. I'm sorry I'm retarded today, but
God damn.
Dave Finch, man. Yes.
That's 10 minutes we're not going to get back.
Hey, thank you from the rest of us for finally putting that to bed.
I never would have been I wouldn't have been able to let that go. It's Dave Finch. I love Dave Finch's art, but it has been a week. Am I wrong? This has been a hell of a week, and I know I'm not the only one, dude. My brain is complete shit right now.
What the hell did he have to do with Fathom?
Because I'm getting.
Down.
All right, it's similar art styles, and my brain is cross-wiring with Dave Finch and all the stuff that he did with the Fathom shit. He did a cover. I know he did something for Fathom. Anyway,
this chick in the first panel is Becca, and that's the best friend of Roxy. Roxy is the princess right there checking herself out in the mirror in this new dress, and I love their outfits. It's very, very 90s, but still awesome for the story and everything, and the aesthetic that they're going with their chicks.
I really like this pose and this drawing here.
I said it earlier, Corey Barton should be here with as much as he bitches about needing hot chicks in his comics, because they're all over this book.
Yeah, dude, definitely. Like, I don't know if there's any ugly chicks in this book.
There aren't. Even the queen is like, I'll give you the king. I'll give you my king.
Yeah, even the tomboy, she's like,
right,
cute too. The hair coming out of the hat, and they still have backwards hats in there. That's cool.
So Bex doesn't know what to wear to the ball, and Roxy over here is helping her pick out some outfits because Becca actually has a crush on Varric, one of the cadets that were in the training situation earlier. And so she's getting ready. She wants to knock him off his feet with the dress and everything. So she picks out something for her. They're talking about responsibility and everything. And then, she's late for the ball. She's got to get going.
What do you think about this shot right here? Because I'm like, I like that it's different. It's a different pose. I don't know if I would have gone with this angle, but it's unique.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen this angle used before in a Supergirl book. Not saying that he ripped it off or anything, but I've seen like girls do this in the female comic books before.
Yeah, it's very expressive female, like gotta go, bye, kind of I like it. There's something about it though that's.
I love the angle.
Can't put my finger on it.
I like that they're from a strange angle. I like that it's not just all eye level shots, or just like an overhead. I like that they're changing things up. But the body position at this angle on the character is a little off. Like it's kind of just like you
maybe the angle.
What part of her body that is? Like
maybe if she tilted, like twisted it just a little bit.
I usually want to be picky, but Stanley's picking it up for me this episode, so I don't have to be picky. But look,
and your comics made it is more Greg Capullo. I agree with that.
I think all the blood within this palace is just high royal blood because there are no uggos in this book whatsoever.
Yeah, get that leg out of the way. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Get that leg out of the way. Twist this over here a little bit more. She's actually leaving, so she should be going
I'm sure that was entirely intentional.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Well, when we get to Infinitale, there's a panel in there that definitely is intentional.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
That's Roxy's father right there. And then there's
with the cool sword.
Not Becca's father, but shoot, I forgot that one CO's name. But anyway, the commander of Axel and Varric are there because they're now about to become actual Sol-Strikers. This is their initiation into the Sol-Striker unit. So this is one of those formal things that they have to do at the palace and everything.
I got to interject
right here. This is Axel's backstory.
I got to interject, and I know it's a shocker, but there's a clear change Oh, maybe not a clear change, but the artwork kind of changed in this panel.
I
It's the same artist.
Earlier. I was talking about the switch over between that first scene and the second. I like that.
I wonder if he drew it earlier or afterwards, but this is one of the ones I was talking about.
It's a total style change. And yeah, he's got his signature on there.
And the same with this next panel, a similar backstory to the other character.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Jake. And this one also has
go up to the page before this one, because if you notice the flashback, this one's a little bit more cloudy for Axel. Do you notice how it's a little bit more faded?
Now that you point it out, yeah. Like
so
there's something
I wonder why
going on there.
It might have been missed, it might have been not, but Varric's background for his flashbacks are not that cloudy or transparent. The opacity is a little bit different between the two flashbacks, but it's still excellent art. I mean,
oh yeah, not knocking that.
Oh no, I'm not knocking it at all. I like it, and I like the spaceships and stuff, or the airships. They're not spaceships. They're like air.
Get your ships right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're clearly like Zeppelins, and I like that. I love Zeppelins, dude. I think they're cool. What shit was weird? What happened? What happened to Darren over in Mo Biggs? Not Mo Biggs. Dude, that was my brain again.
Today, but the chat was bugging out for me. Polly's got Hodge twins to quote tweet his viral artwork. The Hodge twins quoted it. That's awesome.
Nice. Hell yeah.
That's excellent.
Nice.
That's great promo work. I love the Hodge twins. They're awesome.
Yeah,
show
man.
For you.
I don't really watch that show, but I've seen them on.
Oh, they're funny.
Crowder.
It's comedic more than anything.
Is it Crowder's show I've seen them on? Or,
See, I can't watch Crowder. I hate Crowder.
I can't watch Crowder anymore. I don't know why. I feel like I'm getting lectured. I can't stand people who lecture me anymore.
No, it's not that. He just comes off as a dick that knows it all. And I don't mind if you know it all, like inform me, but I can feel the belittling going on when he talks.
Well, yeah, and that's the lecturing I'm talking about. Like whenever the fucking quartering started lecturing, even Tim Pool and his lecturing, it's like, all right, I'm out. I don't care what you're talking about.
Jeremy, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Crowder, but I just can't watch his stuff. But there's a difference between Crowder and Jeremy.
Oh, definitely. I'd rather listen to Crowder any day of the week. But there gets to be these moments where it's like I feel like I'm listening to an hour of being like chastised or whatever, and I'm just kind of like, all right, I can't really listen to this anymore because it's ruining my day.
I didn't know Crowder could do stand up, Mo. Damn.
He does it sitting down, actually.
But
yeah, his funny shit is funny. It's when he starts getting lectury that I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, their commanding officer's name is Gwen. Okay. So Beck's the younger sister. Gwen is their CO that was helping them out during the training exercise. That's Varric right there. I actually like Varric's look. I like the white hair. Not many characters do that anymore, but the white hair is awesome.
That's a great character, and
it's stupid awesome. Like
he could be in Street Fighter.
Oh hell yeah!
Or Final Fantasy.
But I would
Final Fantasy.
I would actually cosplay these characters from this book just because their outfits are so stellar. Nobody would know, but that would give me an opening to be like, well, have you heard of Sol-Stryker? Oh, it's this fucking awesome indie comic. But yeah, like look at the speech bubbles and the captions. It's all just on point.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of dialogue in this book, so it was like I had to break it up into a couple of sections, but yeah.
Yep.
Even his lecture stuff is funny, like how he went off on the younger generation of men for not getting married, and then his wife divorced him in a very public and humiliating way.
He went off on him for getting married. He didn't say anything about getting divorced. That's all part of it too.
Well, there was that little like clip that he showed of him and his wife having that little argument in their backyard on the patio, and he tried to switch it to where she was being unreasonable, but he didn't show the shit that he started with. So
you know what the only problem with that video is? The only problem is that there wasn't a grill going. If there was a grill going, it'd be perfect sense. And for all we know, there was a grill going on in the background.
Yeah, this is Ken Marion, D-Way.
Yeah,
Ken Marion. Ken Marion. V. There's a big V in there.
What is the V?
Scroll down just a hair. You'll see the V.
Yeah, it's right there. V.
Hey, I'm liking this. I'm being sarcastic and cynical here because he's.
It's weird to see it on an interior page.
There's multiple signatures on an interior, so that's a little weird. I'm knocking on that, and I don't mean to throw shade, but
no, you're fine. It's good.
Maybe these were physical drawings, and that's why it looks different, so that they would have some physical tiers to sell. And
yeah,
so
but
you had
still,
to put the signature on them.
But having your signature on multiple interior pages, that alone is kind of weird.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, if it's all digital, and then they want to have some physical pages to sell, you'd want to put your signature on them, and I guess they should have taken them out when they put them in the book.
Yeah, or put them on after it's in the book. Like,
and I'm speculating because even this looks digital to a degree, but it definitely is different.
Digital, it's damn good.
Oh yeah, it's good.
My campaigns.
I can't tell if it's digital or not, though.
I don't care. It's so good.
Yeah. That's right. If you can't tell, then it's good. Period.
Well, sure. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that if it was clearly a physical, and that's why the art style changed, then that would back my claim that this was to have a physical page tier to sell to help get the book funded.
Yeah, and fuck your claim.
I'm not knocking the art. You keep saying, yeah, but the art's amazing. I'm like, yeah, clearly it's amazing. That's not what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm going to look at it real quick, and I'm going to prove one or the other. This line right here. This line right here on top of his head.
That's it, right? That's gonna be the determining factor,
bro. This is the determining factor.
Don't you brum me,
bro?
Goodness.
That line right there. Look at that. That line says it all. All right, here. That tells you everything you need to know.
That's the one. They added that in post.
I'm not even gonna say anything else about it. All right, let's keep moving on.
All right. So you see, that's the armor of the Sol-Strikers, and I think the art, the armor and the suits that they actually use as Sol-Strikers is fucking badass, man.
I like the suits too.
You have to draw that over and over.
Gold's not my favorite when it comes to like anything.
Sure,
but this looks pretty fucking cool. Like and Iron Man, it's all right, but
all the lines on the skirt too, like you know how like can you imagine animating this for a cartoon? They would look at that, but the animators would take one look at that and be like, "Can we just do like one stripe?"
No, what they'll do is they'll change it for anime, and then they'll make it real simplistic and
yeah, exactly, because they have to animate it. Exactly.
I mean, you can't make it as simplistic as Invincible did. That would just ruin it. You wouldn't even want to watch the show.
But like the Witchblade manga anime, they totally toned it down. Like they simplified it to the point where she barely had anything on at all.
I mean, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's there's exceptions that can be made.
Acceptable. And I'd be fine with that. I like the sword. I like the sword designs they have here.
Yeah, each one's unique, and each one has its own name. Like you really thought out like every little detail for this story.
And that ties into something I'm going to mention later when we get to the end of this. If we ever get to the end of this.
Oh, so stay tuned.
Yes.
We'll get to the end.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're in here talking about the duties and everything and what they have to do. Of course, there's intel of the Fomarians coming back and everything, but they're trying to keep it on the DL from the public because they don't want everybody panicking. And they're talking about the duties that have to do with Roxy, the princess, actually taking on her responsibilities and not being so free-spirited and everything. Like that's the big
Mo, that's funny.
That's the big thing between the king and the prince. Like like the prince, even though I think something's shady going on with him, he does speak highly of his sister, and he's like the Loki of him and his sister. He's something else is going on with him, even though it's not present. I don't trust that kid.
So this is an interesting thing that Mo brings up. Here, pull up his last comment right here, because it ties to this panel that I have pulled up.
Okay.
Some of the characters have spiky anime hair, but the rest of the art looks too good.
Jeez.
Now hold on. Look here, and you've got Superman, and you've got I don't know, something from Inuyasha.
Who's that guy who played Flash last?
Grant Gustin?
No, the last guy to play Flash.
No, the shitty one, the one that we
Ezra
made.
Miller?
Ezra Miller. That looks like Ezra Miller.
No,
it does.
I just shame on
that actor.
So is this a homage? Because he's like the new generation, right? And everybody in the new generation is all about manga. Is Superman? Is this like passing the torch from the Superman to the manga? Was that intentional, or is that just because that's fucking Superman right there?
I dig it. He's wearing the Kryptonian attire for it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I like this. This is cool.
Yeah. And then we go Fifth Element again.
Fifth Element. This reminds me of the fucking people, those kids in Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, those Elven kids. I forget their name.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember anything today other than
shit. They were in volume 2 of IDW.
And we were even talking about them on a live stream another time and couldn't remember their names either.
You cannot go wrong. Flying
the neutrinos.
Hear me out.
There it is.
The neutrinos. You got it. Good.
Thanks, Chris.
Hear me out on this. This is important for all storytellers. This is important for anybody doing a comic book, movie, animated thing, whatever. I don't care. Flying cars with a 50s aesthetic.
Yes. Yep.
All I got to say.
The Foot Cruiser, man, was the perfect vehicle.
Why did they never make a Crazy Taxi 4 where the taxis could fly like this?
Why am I not driving this thing? It is 2025. I've been waiting for this since 1986.
Yeah, and they said it was going to happen in 2015, right? Or was it supposed to happen in 2025?
Yeah, it was somewhere in there. It
2015.
2015. They're 10 years late.
Yeah, they are.
It's because we've been putting everything into these things, these little fuckers.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Everybody's worried about their little fucking cell phone, and here I am waiting for my 50s aesthetic flying car.
I was watching a video today. I was watching a video in a class today, right? With these kids, and I was like, "There's a clip where somebody's pushing an old payphone." And they're pushing the buttons on the payphone, and the kids are like looking at it all weird. And I had to pause, and I was like, "All right, kids, this is a payphone. That's a phone right there." That he's like, "Those are buttons. We used to have to push them to dial. Like not now, where you can just think it, and your phone's gonna start calling it. Or if you have an iPhone, they have the magic button or whatever. But these are actual physical buttons you had to push." And the kids were actually like, "What?
Oh, you hadn't even gotten to the rotary yet.
Did they have like hand sanitizer next to the phone?" Like, yeah, it's called the phone book.
Yeah, it's like
you can wipe your ass with it. You can wipe your fingers
right off you.
You wipe your fingers on it. You can wipe your ass with it. You can tear it out and then track people down with it. It's great technology.
Oh, no, Mo, you're absolutely right about that. But at the risk of my wife and daughter hearing me on this one because they're trying to go to sleep and I'm not trying to be like that kind of guy, you missed porn on that list.
AI porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, creating black holes is an excellent idea. No repercussions whatsoever.
Bro, I have a Mandela effect for y'all, and that might not be a Mandela effect.
It's a fucking rabbit hole.
Now, call me crazy, but I have watched X-Files at least 3 times through in the past 2 years, right? Maybe 2 years. I watched it 3 or 4 times all the way through. Now, I remember as a kid, there was a season finale where Mulder was about to kill himself, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember that episode? And then the summer happened, and whenever the new season started, it turned out that there was a guy in the room, and it was about to kill Mulder. So while Mulder was about to kill himself, he sees the guy and then shoots the bad guy. Am I crazy? Did that not happen? Because I remember that, and I've watched this show fucking 3 times through now, and I can't find that episode.
They took it down.
Yeah, that sounds like something that got canceled back in the day. That did happen.
I only watched 2
Do you
episodes.
remember it?
No, I don't remember it. I don't ever even remember watching X-Files in succession. Like we never
watch
had
it
that
every day, but
we could watch all the time.
No, but I watch it when I could.
I wasn't X-Files. I was Fringe. I thought Fringe was awesome.
I was more of an X-Files. I liked X-Files.
I haven't seen Fringe. I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, it's so good.
X-Files.
The only reason I started watching it was it had Charlie from the Mighty Ducks in it. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch this.
I respect that.
Yeah.
And I did, and it was awesome. But, all right. So they're heading back to the palace here. And, of course, Bex is like, don't wreck my fucking car. And, of course, she dings it all to hell. So they got to repair it again after it was just fixed.
And she just grabs her dress and leaves. She's like, fuck off, bitch. Late. Catch you later.
Animalize.
It's okay. I'm a princess. I'm ADD. Bye.
And then you see here where Varric runs into the princess. And this is where they both get googly-eyed over each other instantly, which sucks because Varric is the one that her friend Beck was trying to woo at the ball tonight. So you can see how she gets depressed about that later on. But, yeah.
All right. So then there's a lot of talking, and that's cool character development. That's where you get to know all these characters. Yeah. But, man, this is brutal to read, dude.
There's a lot of exposition.
This kind of stuff, I'm like, can we get to the... But it's just like in a movie. There's always going to be scenes like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to knock it. And then we get to, like, angry Clark.
Yeah, he's ripping his daughter a new one.
Yeah.
Don't twist that. Don't twist that out of context.
Yeah.
But yeah. He's saying,
I know that feeling.
Be more serious. Why are you late? Yada, yada, yada.
Bro, as a dad, just saying. Come on. We all know that face.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Why didn't they do what's the meme with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers?
Oh, yeah. For Predator.
Oh, yeah. Predator with his slap hands. Yeah, you're right. Totally
hey, that having been said, I want this as a t-shirt.
This is our time, bro.
Nah. Just to make it that much better for Mo, they should have just done it with the fingertip. Just like poked each other's fingertip. That would have been
perfect. They're practically docking right here.
This? Yeah, exactly.
They're docking, dude. That's a fucking serious bump, right? There's no fucking air between those fucking fists.
It's not even like the twisted one. It's like the straight up, like.
Yeah, dude. Not even a half miss. Yeah.
E.T.
How dare you dock in front of my face? I'm offended.
But yeah, he's annoyed with his daughter because he needs her to take things more seriously, especially when she's going to be the heir and taking on the role. Yep. But let's move on because we're already at the hour. Let's get down. Yeah. Get down to business.
Get some action scenes going on with the demon.
So Marion are finally invading and getting ready to make their move on the castle or the citadel, whatever you want to call it. And out here on the docks, they attack a few civilians, and now they're getting ready to actually attack the city. So.
Which I like. That's a good setup because we've had all this exposition, so now we're getting into like battle territory.
Yeah.
Time to start getting serious. Notice the colors aren't as bright as they were earlier.
Mm-hmm. Things are about to get grim.
It is nighttime, so I'll give them that. But it's also there's a blue hue on this thing that definitely starts to set that tone.
The temperature, they calm the temperature down on the colors.
Yep. Sunsets.
Yeah.
Very good storytelling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The prince is doing all of his duties and everything, talking to his sister. And then those two, that's what they're going to wear to the ball. And I dig that outfit that Varric's wearing. If
they did
if that
emphasize
jacket was on the wall,
what
I would buy that.
Yeah, but they emphasize like dressing very fancy, and I'm getting like this is his fucking bar, like his clubbing outfit, not his like I'm going to a grand ball with the princess and the fucking king.
No, because you want to be the outsider. You want to be the guy who's like the rebel. See, he's going to the ball as the rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be the riffraff, get his ass kicked out the door.
Yeah, because he's not looking for the girl to take home to mom and dad.
You look at all these other like aristocrats over here on the left side. Like they're all
and the best way to land the prize is to piss them off, but with class.
Everyone's yeah, okay, that's true. That works.
You know how that game is played.
This looks like the end of Star Wars. But I like it. They're being honored though, so it's cool. I'm just
I like the distant artwork on it. I like that it was not drawn super detailed. It was drawn distant. I give him credit.
Yeah, but I wish, because it's like such a big panel on the page, I do wish that he had put a little more detail. But you're right. It might have been too much and taken away from everything else.
Nah. This works. It's enough.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
He's got other shit that's coming up that's going to need more detail and attention.
Yeah, that's true. We got to get through some of that stuff.
Exactly. You were just talking a minute about trying to get through it. There you go, man. That's him gifting you a get through it page.
So
you're right about that.
Using that.
This is cool. He's bestowing upon them the power to be the Sol-Strykers, right?
Right. So they're getting their weapons now. They're getting the swords that'll take them through the years as a Sol-Striker. And each one gets its own name. I don't remember them, but I present to you your new Sol-Strikers.
The Sol-Striker, like the X-Men, kind of.
Dude, that's a badass.
He's still wearing his sneakers. I like that they put the sneakers in there. I didn't notice that before. And that guy's got high tops. Fuck, that's trashy, by the way, to be at a fucking King's Ball they're like being labeled the new Sol-Strikers Kingdom to protect you folks, and they're wearing fucking sneakers underneath their armor. We got you, bro. That's what they should have said. No. Hey,
imagine 2025. He might be sponsored.
There's another signature, by the way. This is a splash page that deserves a signature, right? I can accept this.
Yeah, but I hear you on that.
But the sneakers, I gotta say, man, they should have had right here this guy being like, "We got your back, bros."
Dude, he's going out to the kingdom. The night. You'd have thought he'd have had like that pair of Nikes in the back of the closet.
Yeah, right. Bust out the Nikes or the Adidas. Not Jordans. This like whatever, like third like bootleg.
New Balance.
Yeah, the same shoes he was wearing earlier. Change your shoes.
Yeah, but his feet fucking stink right now.
But how many times does a man actually notice another man's shoes?
All the time.
I don't really look at guys' shoes.
What was it? That was from a famous movie.
Now this right here is a part of the scene that didn't need to take place. I felt like this was out of place because we're at the ball, and then just for 2 panels, this guy's talking to himself and bitching and complaining, and then he's immediately whacked.
Because this is the creepers
that they're coming in.
They're creeping into the wall and they kill the guard. That makes sense.
Nah, I feel like they could have just like transported right into the castle and started.
No, you know what? It would have been nice if the transition wasn't as stark. Like if those first 2 panels, it would have been nice if it still carried the sentiment of the previous panel, so that the viewer didn't understand what's going on.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden,
meanwhile,
because we obviously, before we even read any captions on this, we know that this is now a dark, stark contrast to what was going on.
Yeah,
we have to read through to figure out what's happening.
Whereas, if you look to the left, there's a city going on. If they had changed the angle,
tiny little dime-sized.
But what I'm saying is, change the angle so that the city's more prominent to show you that while the city is doing their thing, over here in the shadows, this guy's like guarding the gate.
Okay, I'll buy that. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. You're right.
And then the bad guys are coming through the gate.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The designs for these guys are really good. The bad guys
like
look as good as the good guys.
Ninjas. We got a frog dude right here with some fins on his fingers. We
Yep.
got like spiky guy. Dude, yeah, I like the diversity here. This guy's got a lizard tail.
Flying things in the background.
This big motherfucker back here, like he's a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have put a little atmosphere on him to kind of make him look like
like you don't get the full view.
I don't feel like he's big when I look right here. I just like, oh, there's a head on top of. Oh wait, no, there's an arm behind. Okay, if they gave him some atmosphere, that would have made him look really big.
Right.
Ominous.
Yeah, and then we got our city. Everybody's happy, and they got the cool. Okay, go ahead, Jake.
Oh, you're good. So they're coming in. They're getting ready. Now this is where Varric starts talking to.
I didn't say that. Mo Peter said that. That wasn't even my.
That was
line,
me.
Jake.
I love the diversity and villainy over here. Like I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, he could really like put his fist through somebody's chest.
Yeah.
And then this guy over here has got spikes on his head.
Diverse
He
and
could-
accepting manner.
This guy could like dispatch somebody by putting his head through somebody's chest. And then let's see what else. We got this guy who can eat people. This guy could whip their heads off with his tail. We got ninjas. Ninjas are just cool all the way around.
He's saying you got it from Peter.
No, I got my love for Ironheart from myself. Yes,
I
absolutely.
hate Ironheart. No, I haven't even seen Ironheart. I can't say that I hate it.
We're gonna do it like I'm gonna force these dudes. We're gonna have a sit down. We're gonna all watch that together.
And we got the
Good
Grim
God.
Reaper over here. Yeah, man. And then this dark, ominous figure. This guy right here with the purple shit coming out of his head.
Yep.
Okay. He needs to stand out more. He's obviously the main villain.
Oh yeah.
But I can barely make out that there's a thing here. Right? I can tell there's a shadow. Everything's coming from there, so it points my eye in that direction. But there is almost nothing to indicate there's a person right here.
Mm.
But that's just me being nitpicky. I'm not talking shit about the artwork. I'm talking about that. I want to see that. I want to see this guy up close or something. I know he's deliberately not shown this guy's face yet, so I get that. But make the shadow more prominent without all this purple crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
I smell what you're stepping in.
Yeah. All right. I like that they're climbing up the wall like dark shadows. That's cool.
So right here, Roxy, she's trying to make her move on Varric, but of course Varric is interested in Roxy, the princess. So Becca is asked to go get them drinks. And then when you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the disappointment in Becca's face. Because now the one that she was trying to impress is talking to the princess. So I like that little like turn right there. I really like that. I think that's cool. Could be used later on in issue 2 or later on, who knows? But I like
one of them's got to die. It's obvious. One of these two girls have to die.
Yeah.
For the man to choose to not have to choose, right? He'll just take the left off.
Nobody here better die until at least issue 4. I want more for me to develop with the characters first. I need more. I need to invest more in them first.
I'd be fine without the queen, this princess girl. To be honest, kill her. I know she can't die because of what happens here, but I'd be fine if she did. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm over the airy girls too.
There we go. Our big reveal right here. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. You know who else this reminds? This is very Kenneth Roquefort. There's a lot of elements that are like, oh, that's very Kenneth.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah,
like the shit coming out of his head right here. The little power, the magical powers, even kind of down to a point where like the poses, the hands. Yeah.
If you guys all watch Ironheart together, don't live stream it. Nobody wants to see when Peter shows you his trick he picked up at Gay Viking Camp.
It's a good trick, though.
Close your eyes, guys. This is called the double Dutch rudder.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking. This guy knows how to kill a bitch. This girl right here, I can't even tell how she died. Okay, this girl right here is getting stabbed through the chest.
Yeah, it looks like the other one got the same thing.
Yeah, she's just like, oh god, and he's like, for me, it's but how? And then, bam, what happens? What do we get? This guy. I like why he's big in that. Okay, he's real big in that panel. And then we got Superman. He's like, oh my god, and then bam, right there. Now, hold on a minute. I guess how long has this book even been out?
Not long.
Well, why are we reviewing the ending of it?
Well, hold on. I think this was the second chance campaign for Sol-Stryker. So I think we're good. I think this one's been out a long time. It's Infinitale that just launched.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm fine with that. Let's keep going. And we got, oh, dude, look at that. I love this. What they do to this guy, they just rip his fucking guts out. Now, Vaughn Coleman, take some notes. This is what you need to do with your character. Fucking rip their fucking guts out. Okay.
Why did you give him permission to be able to do that, Jake?
I went for the remove button and I went full screen.
So yeah, I dig this Wolverine, this guy, this werewolf with Wolverine claws. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that shot right there.
The stabbing back. Fuck yeah. These are the kind of panels that needed the signatures, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is actually pretty cool moment right here. The dad's
I
like,
just find
somehow he's somehow still able to talk with all his guts ripped out. That's a man right there. I believe in you, Roxana.
And now he says that it's time for Roxy to take the powers of the key and finally find her place as leading her people. So he's giving up his power and giving it to his daughter.
Is she wearing blue jeans?
Yes. They're ripped up. They're free, and that's at a royal event. This is your queen, people. And then she gets the power, and she's like,
right.
Bro.
He's sitting there saying she's not ready yet, and he's looking directly at her jeans. He's like, you know what I'm saying.
And then this person's like, Roxy, what's happened? Oh, fuck no. And she's like, bruh.
And if you go up, you can see like the disgust and anger in his son's eyes. Like, go up a bit more. Like the prince, when he's giving his powers to his daughter, he is not happy about it.
He's like, is he saying no because daddy's dead? No. He's looking at her saying, no. Why give it to her? Yeah. That's good. And then we got more battle scenes and ass kicking. I love it. And I like this guy's fucking crazy kick.
Yeah.
Yep, that crazy kick. I want to see more of this dude's head exploding, though. Like, his head should be halfway up his leg. You know what I'm saying? And the blood should be going out the other side of his head. Yeah. I like that.
I had such a fun time reading this book.
Me too, actually. This was a really good book.
This is good. I'm enjoying this.
Now, I got to say something, though.
Okay.
There are a few story elements that I've noticed. And tell me I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just crazy. But I'm getting like a mixture of Thor, right? Meets Thor and Oakenshield and the dwarves. If you've got like the king is about to pass on, you got to pick up the throne. That's kind of like Thorin, like esque. Is she gonna like shirk her responsibilities and then have to like earn the power? Is she gonna like lose the power in the next issue? Like, it feels like she is irresponsible and doesn't deserve this power.
Right.
So
that's why the prince is so angry about it. I think it's a side story that'll take place later.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of things. Like, we've got the Hobbit. This is possibly the beginnings of the Hobbit. Are we going down the Hobbit hole?
I'm not sure, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm all right with it. I mean, there's only 7 stories you can tell. So you pick a path. It follows along the lines of other stories. I don't have any problems with that. you have.
Are you talking about Shakespeare's? That's like 27 stories you can tell.
No, it's 7 stories.
That's
I don't even
20.
remember what they are.
Ever since the computer was invented, it's 27 now.
That is
And
such
you forgot
a
interdimensional.
answer.
On interdimensional
Right.
travel added like 5, and then AI added another 5.
Oh my god.
So I mean, but like, there's only so many stories that can be told, and so you have to fall in line with one of them. But you have a fairly fantastic universe going on here. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of it's deep, and it's the artistry of it is very well done. I'm on board with this one.
The undeserving having to come of age and become the king or queen or whatever, right?
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. Hero of 1,000 Faces. Oh, that's another one. Yeah,
Not
it's also
everything has to be M. Night Shyamalan.
It's also got like Game of Thrones vibes to a degree when it comes to
that in there.
Yeah.
Dad's guts spilling all out at the end of the first episode.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of stories that have to do with like the high fantasy, princes or princesses taking on the role that the father had when they're not ready. That's the whole Western thing, dude, is people that are not wanting it or not ready for it actually having to take it on without having a say. Whereas in the East, they just go for it. They're like, oh, I'm picked. Hell yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, unless you're in England, those guys get like little England boners when every time the smallest thing moves mountains.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts, dude. That's why the Hobbits, that's why it was the mice in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and Bad Omens.
Rosebud in your thing there. You need to actually make this video.
Oh, yeah, Rosebud. But that was I guess so, yeah.
No, that's English. That's definitely English. Even if it's not, it's English.
Good Omens, it was the letter, right? The letter that did it all. Like all these fucking stories, dude. These guys get the biggest hard on for the littlest things. They look at every time they see like, I think I made that joke. Never mind. I'm not going to make that joke again.
Ah, you're
Get
good.
it for a video. You need to film
The
this video.
pencil is mightier than the sword. Oh, I'm hard now. Like, I think I've just come up with a brilliant idea for a book, for a novel. In fact, a series of novels. To be the biggest thing since Lord of the Rings.
This
Harry
is
Potter.
exactly how Sherlock Holmes got written.
Yeah, Harry Potter, an annoying little shithead, worthless human being, lives in a closet underneath a staircase.
Yeah.
Changes the world. The most unassuming little kid.
Wow. All right. Before we get into Infinitale Chronicles, I feel like I wasted my money on a book. I'll say it.
Which one?
Let me show it. I gotta put
Golden Patriot.
I gotta put Sol-Stryker back in its packaging because I'm keeping this one.
I'm afraid. My apologies, gentlemen. I'm a little overdue here. I'm afraid I've got to get out. I've got plans early in the morning. I've got to bolt.
You're good, man.
Awesome, man. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, you guys have a good night. I look forward to seeing what you guys got on the replay.
All right.
Yeah,
Check you later, Stanley.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, night.
All right. Here's a book that I wasted my money on. It is not worth the price that I paid. I wish I hadn't backed it, but I took a shot anyway.
What is it?
Down.
Oh, I did not back that book. Why
Why
do you feel that way? Because I've got my theories.
You got your theory?
10 pages of story wasn't enough for me to pay $10 or more for a book.
No. See you.
Which cover did you get? Hold on, let's start with that. What cover?
I got the normal cover. I think I got the normal cover.
Okay. Yeah, there was a different cover that I actually liked the cover.
Right.
All right, go ahead. I want to hear what you have. I'm not even going to interrupt you this time. I want to hear what you have to say.
I knew that this was going to be supposed to be like a fun story that had a lot of internal jokes that have happened over the past within, our circuit. And so I read through it and everything, and it's got a few Easter eggs here and there or whatnot. but as a story itself was an absolute waste of my time. And I'll show you why. So we've got this artist who got an email saying, pencils down, COVID closed up comic shops. Now we're closing the book on you. Learn to code. All right, I got that. I was here for that. I understood that.
Okay,
so he's so angry that he goes out, he gets his Ouija board, and he conjures up like a genie that is the pencil, right? The number 2.
Okay.
And so he conjures that up, and he's like, go out and, wreak vengeance on the ones that did this to me. Okay, cool. Fine, go do that. And yeah, you get the 3 frogs from Budweiser saying EVS, all right, there's a nod.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense, though.
It's just there. That's what half of this book is just there.
Budweiser was the title of a beer company, and frogs make that sound.
Yeah. Why they croak EVS? Who fucking knows? But anyway, so the guy that conjures up this genie, for some reason, the genie decides to turn on the guy that conjures him up, and he says, just where do you think you're going, Yellow Belly? And he's like, oh, I have a very important meeting. He's like, going to see your pals? He's silent. And so he throws him on the floor and he says, it's time to erase your sorry ass. Payback's a bitch, Sage. What payback are we talking about? There's no backstory of why the pencil genie is killing the guy that summoned him.
Wait a minute! I thought he was supposed to go on a murdering rampage, killing all like the SJWs or some shit.
No, he doesn't even go and murder them. He just goes out and gives them wedgies. He just goes around.
How many pages did he do that in? How many people? How many people are we supposed to be like vilified? Or whatever. Like, how many people are we supposed to feel like? Oh yeah, he got them all. He got them all. Pencils was down. Was supposed to go get all of them. How many did he get?
3. These 3. Those are the 3 that he went after.
He went after 3 people. So backing this book so that you can feel like vindicated for having bought this book, because it's all about that pencils down bullshit and we're gonna go get vengeance on those SJWs and stuff.
Right.
And you get 3 people who they're not. With all like the cameos I'm hearing are in this book, are there any people that we can like recognize?
I mean, there's Fanta with her.
Yeah, but I mean, like the SJWs. Is like Heather Antos one of them, or
I didn't see a Heather Antos. No,
there's a Max.
I don't see anybody anybody that you could actually make out. There's none of them. You can't make out who anybody is unless you're told. Like I wouldn't have known that was Fanta's demon character unless I was told. Or if I comes back with Fanta and she used it as her avatar, I wouldn't have known that.
So the artist sent the genie to go take out his fellow creators because he's also a bad guy.
He sent the genie to go take out the people that fired him, like made it to where he couldn't work anymore. So he goes
so he got canceled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But before the genie goes and does that, the genie says payback's a bitch and kills the guy that actually summoned him. Doesn't make sense. There's nothing.
The karma thing.
Why he did that, huh?
Like the whole okay, I'll do it, and then like it's the karma, like whatever you put out in the world comes back at you. It could be like that.
If it was like that, that was not explained.
Okay.
Bro,
Doja. I mean Mo.
God damn.
That's funny. That's right.
So anyway, after basically like headbutting the guy that created him and leaving him in the fetal position, he goes out and he starts wandering around the streets. Fanta picks him up in his car and just immediately knows where everybody is that he wants to take out. So she goes and drops him off in the back alley where he can get into the back, and he busts through like the Kool-Aid man, getting ready to take him to Pound Town. But instead of just like totally annihilating them like you would think. There's one, two. There's only 2 pages of action of taking these 3 characters out. And all he does is he knocks them down on the floor. He uses a pencil sharpener as a Gatling gun at him. But the Gatling gun, it doesn't do any damage, though, because he doesn't hit anybody with it.
Oh.
And then he pulls a wedgie over this guy. I'm like, are you kicking his ass or are you doing grade school shit to him?
I mean, they're pencils. They're sharp. They should be going through their chests with, like, blood.
They ain't. They ain't.
Like, this is supposed to be for kids. Why would you hold back on that?
Dude, this isn't for anybody except the people that...
They could have erased their faces off their bodies and then they couldn't breathe anymore. And
like, I guess this is supposed to be Brutus the Badass or something, or I don't know. Mo, who's that supposed to be? You would know. But anyway, after he's done taking them out,
that's funny.
I know which 2 creators the pencil will be targeting anyway, probably. But I'm just saying. Mo, are you in the book, Mo? I have no idea. But anyway,
I know there's a lot of cameos in CG, but
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12 pages of story. There's
12. That's 2 more than I thought.
Any fucking story. And then it goes straight into the pencils down fan art, which makes up the other half of this book.
And how much does this book cost?
This book, after shipping and everything, was $28. Are you fucking kidding me? 12 pages of story and then some fan art?
That's why on my channel I'm always looking at. I don't like looking at page count, but that's one of the reasons why, because I thought this book had in the campaign, and this is actually one of the reasons I started looking at that shit, because I saw 24 pages, and then it said 10 pages of like story, which I thought meant like 10 extra pages of story, and then 12 pages or something, and then 12 pages of fan art, and I thought, wow, okay. So we're going to get the 24 plus a side story plus right there. Look at that. Pencils down. It's a 24-page full color comic book. And then I thought at 12 pages of story meant like, okay, you're also getting a 12-page story by Hojo with art by John Dillard. Because I didn't put that this book was John Dillard Hojo. And then it says includes fan art section. So I'm assuming these are all separate things I'm going to be getting with this book, right? Because why else would I pay $25 for it, or however much? How much did it cost? $20, $25?
Cost $28. The actual tier standard pencils down edition was $15. So $15.
That's not so bad.
No,
but how much was shipping?
Listen to me. $15 for the book, but I paid $28 after shipping. So you're telling me shipping for one goddamn book, if you're using media mail,
cost almost as much as the book,
was $13. You can go fuck yourself.
I mean, it was a pencil.
Media mail alone is $5.
When I saw that he had that special for the first 100 backers got a pencil, I was like, why doesn't every backer get a pencil? It cannot cost that much to get a fucking pencil made. And if you're expecting 1,000 backers, you got the pencil?
I got the pencil. It says pencil down.
I hope every backer got the pencil, because even how many backers did he get? A couple hundred? Even if he had 1,000, even if he had 1,000 backers or more, that's not that expensive to make 1,000 pencils etched.
He got 178 backers.
All right. So I know he said the first 100 backers. Bro, at 178, you should give everybody a pencil. I hope you did. Now, I'm not saying you didn't, because I don't know. I didn't back it. But
yeah, it's not just shipping, it's handling.
Yeah, and then read the next one.
Let's see. He says, the exasperated look Peter has discussing the story is nothing compared to the one he'll be making when Pencil's Down 2 as he gets an industrial strength wedgie. I'm just
good luck.
saying,
You know how
man.
fat I am? He's going to have to do a fucking hardcore wedgie.
So he made a few
And
mistakes.
I'll welcome it.
Heavy racers.
If he wants to give me a wedgie in his next book, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Stick a pencil through me. At least it'll actually have some blood and guts in action.
Dude, put it through my head.
Yeah. Why doesn't every backer get a pencil? What is he made of money?
He should be skull fucking people with that pencil tip, dude. With that, that's what he should be doing, and not wedgies on people. And the thing that kind of got me was all there weren't a ton of variant covers, but
right.
There was a lot of like lore and everything, right? We here have like Merkmaid and everything, all these covers that are homages to all these other campaigns. So this was a CG,
right,
for CG book, but without the like a real story. I mean, it's a 12-page story. What was the point of this book? To like appease people, to get some quick book out there, or
that's
to
what
just get money?
Like.
It feels.
I was like, my God.
I tried not to run my mouth about it, but it looked like a total grift. It did not look good at all.
Like it. Dude, the Easter eggs that are in here aren't enough to carry a full story of interest. You just had people back Easter eggs. That's what you did.
He did Smokes the Fox too, right? Because that was like original idea, at least.
Hold on. Just because Belmont Press is the producer of these books does not mean he's the writer. So give credit where credit is due. Hojo of the Mythicals is the writer, and it fucking shows.
Oh, shit. Mic drop. Damn, dude. That was pretty fucking rough. That was pretty. I don't even know if I would have gone that far.
Infinitale Chronicles was an excellent book. I enjoyed the shit out of Infinitale Chronicles.
Damn it, Jake. I don't even have a fucking any more to drink. I'm going to need a drink here in a second.
You know what?
Talk while I go get a drink.
You go ahead, get your drink on. I'll put on a little quick something for everybody while we
I feel like if I leave, you're going to fucking start talking shit about like Inglorious Rex or something next. Or like,
I didn't back Inglorious Rex.
Did you fucking see Peter's drawing? His lunch doodles are shit. I want to shove that shit through his head.
Not fuck that. This is my channel. I know you ain't sub to it. I'll talk shit if I want.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. I'm here for it, man.
Oh, you're good.
All right, I'm gonna get a drink though.
All right, get your drink, man. I'm gonna get a drink too. Let's see what I can put up for y'all while we wait. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that there. But anyway, Mo, was I too rough? Was I too rough with that last one? Why would there be blood and gore? The kids will love seeing the pencil use its eraser to give Jake a noogie. I'll probably be getting worse in the second book. The book exists for two reasons. Waka. That's exactly right, dude. Yeah, if I ever thought that a book was a grift, I would say Pencils Down was the grift. And but yeah, that's my take. All right. Check out this fun little thing while we go load up on some more drink, and we'll be right back. I am empty.
July of 2025 gave us two big superhero movies to combat for the title of Summer Blockbuster, but only one can take the medal. Will it be the big blue Boy Scout from Krypton come to reign over us? Or what the fuck? Or will it be Marvel's first family rehash with their newest edition?
You are a tiny god.
There's a lot to unpack here, for both are leading us into the new phases of their respective franchises after some pretty abysmal performances all around from their recent installments. Are the stories, characters, and new packaging enough to bring audiences back to the theater and having us trusting James Gunn and Kevin Feige to finally deliver the goods? There's only one way to find out.
Let's get ready to rumble!
He had everything we needed. It all ran like clockwork. You could have shut your mouth, cooked, and made as much money as you ever needed. It was perfect. But no, you just had to blow it up you and your pride and your ego. You just had to be the man. If you'd done your job, known your place, we'd all be fine right now.
First up, Superman.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
When I saw the first trailer for this film introducing us to an already beaten and broken Superman, I thought James Gunn had lost his frickin' mind.
Oh, look, he's flying.
You don't start a trailer with your titular character Yamcha. Then right around the corner, Crypto's addition to the roster came into frame, saving Superman. That's when I believed we were on track for a fresh new take for The Man of Steel. Then Gunn decided to market more Crypto, and I started to lose more interest. It wasn't until Gunn showed Lois and Clark's interaction during the interview scene that I was convinced James Gunn knew what he was doing, and I bought my ticket. This scene alone sold me because this is Superman. He doesn't care about international relations and the red tape that comes with it. He's here to save lives, no matter how big
Damn.
or small.
Damn.
My Superman. Truth, justice, the American way, and a dash of cheesiness.
Damn.
Are we back?
That was something else, man.
Was it? I thought I was gentle.
No, that wasn't that bad. It's fair. I'm tired of there's a lot of this. There are books out there that kind of don't make anybody look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a book that had a lot of hype, and I didn't want to see it fail or anything. But man, that was not a good book to be back.
Well, you never want to see a book fail, but
it wasn't about the story. It wasn't about any art. It wasn't about anything other than getting money.
Right. That's exactly how it felt.
This guy didn't wake up and go, man, I want to write a book about. I'm feeling it, dude. I'm feeling this pencil story, dude. It's gonna be great. It wasn't about that. Like, I got to tell the world about my pencil story. It was, I'm gonna do a book about a thing that I had nothing to do with.
Yeah. That's exactly how it felt. Good on Justin for marketing it and being able to do that. But dude, if I ever raise my eyebrow at a book again, I'll go with that gut feeling and not back it. But
now we got to talk about.
But we.
I don't even want to bring it up. That panel, dude. That one panel with the placement.
Are you talking about in the manga or in the preview 3?
In the manga.
In the manga. Okay.
There's the panel. Where I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay. So, Infinitale Chronicles is another high fantasy book. You know, it has to do with an elven race. It has to do with what are those creatures called that are half goat, half human?
Right now is not a good time to ask me to remember anything.
Okay. But anyway,
half goat human people from that book, Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah,
those people.
So Aislinn is the female titular character, and then her husband, or the king's consort, or the king consort, her husband, I think it's Cal Lon. I could be wrong. If Chris Fisk is still here, go ahead and correct me on those names. Because when it comes to high fantasy names and places,
I'm at the point where I'm just reading past the names.
But anyway, what's really cool about the manga is that it's set up exactly like a manga book. You don't read it right to left; you read it left to right. And even in the back, they had to do with some of these mangas that came over to America, like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Demon Slayer. He even gives you the warning right there. He says, hey, you're reading it the wrong way. Start at the end of the book. I thought that was the little cherry on top.
All right, but hold on a minute. I like that, but on the other hand, if you're He's selling a manga book to people, obviously, who are reading manga.
Right.
So if you put that in there, you're talking to people reading comic books or reading American.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It works both ways because if you're not used to reading manga, like I needed that when I picked up my first manga. They said, "Oh, by the way, you need to read right to left."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, that's cool."
That
so
happened
for
to me too.
That little detail for this book, I thought that was great. I thought that was smart. But when it comes to the actual art, I thought the art was good.
Dude, I love the artwork.
I do feel like the lines are just a little light in some panels.
I agree with that.
Like a thicker pen or whatnot, but the detail is fabulous. I really like it.
Yeah. Yeah, the artwork I thought was really good, very manga-esque, and it doesn't feel like I'm reading something that was crowdfunded. I mean, it looks like I'm reading something straight off the shelf with all the other mangas.
Aisling and Kaylin. Aisling and Kaylon. I'm going to say Kaylon. Okay, so it's Aisling and Kaylon.
Kaylin.
Right. Thank you, Chris.
That's an A.
Dude, I appreciate you sticking out that long for us just to get to your book. I knew we had a lot of time going with Sol-Stryker, but
and I have not finished this book yet, but I'm digging it, man. I like the artwork.
Oh yeah,
I feel like this is a solid read. Like it's a good thick book to read, and it's not too fast.
Too slow. And there are 3 chapters in this book. Even though this is called Chapter 3 or book or
book
3. Your 2.5 is number 3. 2.5 is chapter 3. I don't care what anybody says. That is book 4. 1 through 3 are in here. That's just me nitpicking.
I like some of the brutality in this book. Like,
it's got a lot of good brutality. It's got a lot of good death scenes, and the landscape. I like
this one right here at the very beginning. This elf fucks up. And they're like, it's like kind of downplayed, like, oh yeah, by the way, we got peace and everything, but if you fuck up and you kill an egg, then you're fucked, dude.
Chris is telling me to put the digital pages up on the screen. Did I get that? I gotta check my email. I didn't check to see if I got the digital of this. I'll blow you up to show off the pages while I look for it.
Okay. So what we started off with in the last pages over here is this elf is like okay, right here. Oh, they're carrying like eggs and stuff. Am I here? Oh, no, I forget. It's Japanese. So we start here. Anyways, this elf drops an egg like an idiot. And of course, the punishment for fucking up is death, dude. Of course it is. So you get spiked. You get spiked and hung for everybody else to realize you don't fuck up, man. And that's how they have peace and honor in a society. This is This was an interesting.
What's this?
Placement of finger right here on the baby being born.
Yeah. Chris, stop expecting basic competence from this channel. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I haven't seen that panel yet, but I can't. My camera sucks. I can't even show you all the detail on this right now. You're gonna have to pull up the digital if you have the digital.
I'm looking for it. Let's see. There's the updates.
Long ago, perhaps in some distant future, our tale begins. Oh, it's like Dragon Ball. Long ago, and perhaps in some distant future, our tale begins with an alien world of Hesperia. It is a dark time for the what is that? Elvar people, crushed beneath the oppressive rule of the almighty gods. Their devout disciples tend to their titanic overlords' every whim. It is said when the world was still young, the gods sowed countless seeds that brought forth the great trees from which the first Elvar were born. And then we introduced Gokha, son of the Elvar. Okay, hold on. The gods demanded above all obedience from their lesser creations. The price for failing to obey was as swift as it was brutal. And that's where we get this fucking guy, chick. I can't tell. They're elves. They're all chick boys, femboys. And they get the spike All right. I'm gonna skip because I saw a cool panel here that I wanted to show. Whoa! I didn't get that far. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a good one right there, man. I'm digging that. Hold on a minute. Can I show that?
Oops. Mo Big says, something just occurred to me. Notice how when Peter tries to hold the book up, his hands get really shaky, making it impossible to appreciate the art.
I'm reading, bro. That's how I read. That's how do you read?
Could it be a tribute to the Waco Kid and Blazing Saddles? Peter is from Waco.
I'm not from Waco. I ended up here. Right here, that panel. Chick getting like sorted through the chest, right there. Right there. It's hard to do that backwards. I like it. Brutality. And then somebody gets naked in here in a little bit.
I can't tell. They're all chick boys. This sounds like Peter's review of the first Hanson album. That's pretty good.
That's fair.
Okay.
Where's my drive at? Did you put it in the drive? Here, you make yourself big.
No, I did. I can't even find the email that had it. All I've got are fucking Indiegogo updates.
Yeah, but if you had accident, if you just put it in there, maybe I have it.
I didn't put it because I never downloaded it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, I guess you're right, because I don't have it.
My contributions, your perk has shipped. Doesn't say anything else about.
He says it's not in an email.
Where is it at?
Did all the physical tiers get the digital? Because that's a nice touch if you did that.
Oh, it's in my Twitter DMs. God damn it. I'm pretty sure he told me that like 12 fucking.
All right. Well, we're looking at that artwork. Now I'm going to skip. The comic book is very different. I like the artwork in the comic book as well, but I like the manga better. Although that's a pretty nice page right there. That's pretty sweet.
Really? See, I'm flipped. I like the comic book art better than the manga.
I like the manga better because I'm not a super fan of this kind of stuff right here, where there's a lot of like blank space, tonal like this gradient shading drives me nuts. But it fits on a manga page and it works better just in black and white line art. But I don't know, man. Something about that. It's just not for me. But the book looks cool. I'm not knocking the book at all. And some of these pages look pretty badass. Like that page looks fucking badass.
All right. Here it is. He sent it to me in my DMs. It's loading up real quick. I'm about to share it.
Yeah.
Oh, this, of course.
I'm just trying to get back at Chris. I'm just trying to get back at Mo Biggs. When I say that, the manga's better. The spiky hair. I love the spiky hair thing.
You like the manga better because it's your petty revenge for all of my jokes.
It's the spiky hair. I like the spiky hair. And the cool hand movements things they do when they're doing magic.
Yeah, look at this. I love how you can grab it and it folds.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when he first showed that.
What was the other book? Was that this book that we saw that before? I feel like there was another book that could do that we looked at.
Should I just blow this up?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And so Chris, if you want us to stop because this is still in demand or something, let us know. Because we went through that whole last book. We're pretty sure that one's been out for a bit.
So it gives you the history of how this world came about and everything. And I really like it because the giants basically toss seeds across the land. And I think that's a euphemism for stuff that happened. But anyway, this tall tree grows, and then out comes the elven people that grow up to be, this race here.
That's a good explanation for how elves come about.
Yeah, I like it. And it's very reminiscent of like Japan with their thought of like the afterlife. Like it's used in what is it? Resurrection F of Dragon Ball, where Frieza's like in hell, like hanging from the tree in the little bipod or whatever you want to call it. And she's just hanging there from the tree in the afterlife. That's her hell. I thought that was very reminiscent of that. That brought that back in my mind. But anyway, so Aislinn, she's pregnant with a baby boy. Of course, he's born. And then the husband has to go out on a quest to try and
I thought this was a dream.
The dream it's not a dream. Like this. What would you call this? Like little
a vision, a prophecy,
light,
a dream.
I don't think it was a vision. I think she actually woke up and then she just passed out, thinking that she was dreaming. I actually think that actually happened. She does say it's a vision, but I actually think that actually happened. So anyway,
hold on, zoom in a second. Hit that little magnifying glass.
Do what? Oh, magnify?
Yeah, zoom.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. I like some of them big elf eyes.
So this big glowing orb is trying to lead her into the Forbidden City, and she says no, she's not allowed to go in there. But the orb is like, hey, you have to. That's where your freedom basically lies. And when you go in there, you'll see this big dragon statue sitting there. And then here is the angelic creature within the lights. And you see it destroy more of this Forbidden City. And she's like, oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. I got to get out of here. But anyway, so the story that takes place here is that the deal is that I guess it's like in the Bible where the firstborn has to be given over to the gods that protect you or reign over you. But she doesn't want to do that, of course, as any mother would. And so what happens is...
It says it's that culture. She should have zero attachment to the firstborn because they know that's the rules. It should be part of it's their normal thing.
But you can't because, I mean, you're a fucking mom and you're going to have attachments to your born. So anyway, they decide to break the rules. And one of her maidens knows of a woman, I think it's one of the maiden's sisters, actually has information of a female that gave birth to what you would basically call a mutant baby, because she's defective, because she's born with one eye color that's different from the other, and that's seen as like impure or something. So what they do is they switch out her child with that child so they can give up that child in place of hers and get her son back later on. That's a pretty cool nice. Like little storyline that takes place in there. But anyway,
yeah, it's very nice of her to give up her baby, her deformed baby. Nobody wants to give up a good baby. And I like that she looks kind of Asian.
It's in another city where they're much poor, and this lady doesn't have the facilities to take care of the child, so she gives it up. And then she goes and takes care of her son until the ritual is completed. And I'm sure Chris is correcting me about something down here in the chat. Let me check real quick.
Where?
What's he saying? Should I just blow this up for shouting for when Jake sneaks into the printers during the production of Prince Pencils Down 2? Don't be giving it away. Sorry,
Chris, where's he getting that printed at?
I'll try to pick one up for the next time. God. I thought this was during that ended up as Peter's senior quote in his yearbook from the time he went to school without his pants on.
Hey, you can be embarrassed in the pants, whatever that you wear or you don't wear. Or not.
Chris clearly doesn't know shit about manga. These characters don't even look like retards with hyperthyroidism.
Do better. Okay, Chris? Do better.
But anyway, So you see this like Hydra dragon right here, and he's
which looks
getting ready to-
badass. I like that guy.
Yeah,
It's
I like this too.
that
It looks
90s
good.
Godzilla, but in the proper, like that was not supposed to be Godzilla. That was supposed to be this
No.
guy.
Yeah, the heads are more like the 1990 film Godzilla.
That's what I just said.
Oh, did you?
I said that, but it was sucked as Godzilla. Like that design was meant to be this guy,
Okay,
not Godzilla. It's
Kalon,
like that 90s Godzilla movie,
Yeah. I got you now.
except that it's better on this guy.
But you can see it's taking out Kalon's little band of men.
Yeah, I like that little skull face there. That's
Yeah,
fucking
that's cool.
badass.
That's
Dude.
wicked.
That's a cool panel.
And then when you actually kill one of the heads, you see the tongue like lash out to the side. You see the saliva out the mouth, and then the eye roll into the back of the head.
That's a dead dragon head.
It's really good art. This is great.
That's what I'm telling you, man. I think the manga is way better.
Now that I've seen it blown up like this in front of me on digital, you might be right. See, I'm going off of. Is it the same size? God damn, it is. All right. I can't say anything. It's the same size of an actual manga book, but it's just my weary eyes at this age, I guess. So, yes, this art here presented to me is better than the Preview 3 book.
Is the art? Who's the art? Lettering, coloring, art by Antonio is the same. Artist.
But
Now, how you get it? Oh, I got a question for Chris if he's like in the chat watching.
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay, so the mangas is issues 1 through 2.5, but then the comic book is issue 3.
Right.
So did comic book win between the battle of the manga? Are you going to redo the manga in comic book format, or are you going to redo the comic book in manga format? Because going back and forth, all right, that's problematic.
I actually like how he collected the first 3 chapters in one book, because the preview book shows a completely different part of the story taking place. The preview book is what takes place before everything in the actual main book, in the main collection.
So it might not actually be part
it goes
3.
back to when. Sorry,
it's a preview, so it's
Right.
like a supplemental.
but it's a huge preview. It's like a full-on comic. It's its own comic book. And where did I
So
put
the
that
next book's
fucker?
going to be manga format.
No,
Then why do
not
the comic
necessarily.
book format?
I think he's still going to do both. Let's see.
You
He
should do this
answered.
backwards.
He says the comic book 3 is just a preview issue. Sure. The Western color books 1 and 2 are standard size.
Unless you got a different artist, different style to retell the stories in both formats, but you have different artists telling the same story. So they're completely separate books, just the same book, but different.
Right.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. Like, pick your poison. Do you want a comic book of the book, or do you want the manga of the book? But it's the same thing. But
So
artists.
with the wife getting ready to plan her thing, her husband, Kalon, goes out on his own little quest with his band of men, and they're going across the lands. It's taken them quite a few days to get to where they're going, and they come up on this crypt. And in this crypt, they find this book of old that is all about spells, but it's in a language that they do not understand and can't read. But these characters here, Chris, what are these horned characters' name? Race name again?
He said the manga lost. They lost the contest, so everything's gonna be comic.
That's
why you don't leave it up to the chat or whatever, the people. You make your book the way you want to make it.
Yeah, fuck them. The manga's great. Especially when I got it up and blown up like this. The art's way, well, top tier. Because the preview book, the shading and stuff is just a little too dark compared to this. The fawn, of course. So the fawn, take them as prisoners, put them in this little cage. But because they've been so savage to each other over the years, the elder actually comes in. Of course, the old wise man is a little bit more lenient in trying to build the bridges back that were burned down. So he releases them, but they're still going to be under their care. But he's going to teach them about the spells that are in the book so they can fight the bigger threat that's coming for them at hand down the road. And I really like this. And the elves didn't know that this guy actually knew their language and the language which is in the book. So he's probably been around for a couple millennia, just hasn't told anybody. So anyway, most of this story is about learning about each other and trying to put your differences aside so you can work together and actually learn these spells so they can get ready for the big. Ooh, I just heard a little page turn. That's awesome. You can see within the book, it has
I like the
kind of calligraphy and writings of what's to come. What the fuck? I tried to turn the page again.
Oh, does this baby have two eyes? Two different kinds of elf eyes.
Right. Yeah, that's the one from the other village that they're switching out with her actual son. They're going to sacrifice that child in place of her son. Now, the husband, Kalon, has no idea that she's doing this. She's doing this because he's been gone for 6 months out on his quest and hasn't made a home. For all she knows, he's dead and isn't returning. So there's time that's taking place, and there's different emotions that are being. I think Aisling, the female character here, I think she's got the better story arc going on in this book so far. Oh, and
I like that. I like that face on the bottom right there. Or is it Japanese bottom left? Do they say no, it's on the bottom right. We're in America.
Talking about down over here, right here.
Yeah, that dude's little smirk. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the detail is really great. I like the eye slits. They're kind of snaky, but still awesome. And then these ones are like black sclera with the white irises. The designs are great, Chris. You did really, you knocked it out of the park.
The artwork is top notch. I love it.
Yeah. So with Kalon and his band of men, they all get slaughtered during this quest, and the only one that's with him now is just one guy, and he's got a history with one of the female fawns, who is a mute, and I believe deaf also, because back in the earlier days when she was just a youngling, he was actually at the battle fighting the fawn and killed her father. So she actually is ready. She's got some feelings towards the guy that's assisting Kalon on the quest. I forget that character's name. But I really like how
I like that. Yeah.
I really like how these two stories intertwined, but at the same time are separate and of themselves, because you get to see how Kalon acts on his own, and then you get to see how Aisling works on her own too. I think it's really cool how you break up these characters to have their own quests. I think that's really cool, and you do it while it's still within the same book and the same pages. What?
I just
Darwin.
read I read before that.
Still left one, you mean, right?
And then after that one.
After that one? Peter described the fawn as a total filth. God. Yeah, so
No,
now
the elf. It'd be an elf.
Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but Darwin seems like the more responsible and logical character. Where when reading the book, where Kalon starts out as being somebody who follows the book and is very much, upright and, acts as like the king consort. When he gets away and he starts going on this jaunt, he starts. I don't know. He feels like he's taken a back seat to Darwin's character at this point because of that backstory that takes place with that female character. Because Darwin killed her father when she was young. Am I right about that? Because it feels like he starts turning into a teenage boy talking to Darwin like, "Hey, that chick's eyeballing you. I think she likes you." When it's actually her trying to come to terms with these feelings of seeing this man that killed her father. And now her people are helping them out to learn about this power that could maybe inevitably down the line be turned against them. But she's mute, so you can't really tell what's going on within her. You just know that she's conflicted. Let me know if I'm, anywhere near accurate with that. But you can see for the fallen comrades, not Darwin, but Kalon. I believe Kalon is the one that carved these out in memory of his fallen comrades, which I think these are really cool. If you had these little trinkets on your campaign, I would buy all three of them. I think those would be a really cool 3D.
Yeah, that would be a really cool add-on.
I think that would be cool to have as a little trinket.
That would be pretty cool. Or a necklace or something like, I don't know.
Yeah, something similar to something that goes on a shelf. In the book. Okay, so Chris Fisk, he says, yeah, Kalon is considerably younger than Darwin. It's shown a little clearer in book 3 preview. Okay. And Darwin carved them. Okay. And funerary totems. Yeah. Those would be cool to have.
I want a funerary totem. I'll even put like ashes in each. You should make ashtray funerary totems. That wouldn't work. Cool. Everybody vapes these days. You should make a funerary totem vape holder.
Now I think it's cool that the language within this spell book is called slur. And with the way that these little am I still around on this thing? No, let's come back in here real quick. These bookmarks that you have the Slytherin language translated on the back. So those symbols that you see that are in the book or being used by the fawn to translate actually has the verbiage for how you would translate them in their language.
It's very runic. Like I'm seeing some runes on there.
These are really cool. I like this. I actually spent time trying to sound it out, but of course, just like their names, I fucked it up. So I don't even try. But it is a cool little, tchotchke to have.
Not for myself. I don't want a funerary totem for myself. I want one in my room. Mo. He was watching the live stream last weekend. I got that from a couple of people, by the way.
The totems end up causing problems later in the book. I want a funerary totem. Patience, Peter. Just keep an eye on that diet of yours and it will come soon enough.
I was like drinking and smoking and fucking barbecuing last weekend.
Yeah.
And then I saw myself on camera. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm fat.
Yeah. So this young lady here is actually the one that had her father killed by Darwin. And you can see she's innocent, kind of mesmerized and in disbelief at what she's seeing. And that is Darwin, because this is what she remembers. This is basically a look back at what happened. So when she sees him, tears come to her eyes. She just remembers the battle where her mother was killed.
Yeah,
She's over here. Here they are. And then when Darwin gets his helmet knocked off, she sees that it's him that killed her father while he's telling her to get out of there. So it's a really cool book. I really enjoy this. I read the preview for preview 3. I think it's great.
Dude, this book actually does keep you going. When I picked it up, I wanted to keep reading. There was a point where I had to set it down because I had a bunch of stuff I had to take care of, but I will be finishing this book and the preview book.
Yeah, I treated it exactly like I would any other book. When I finished one chapter, I sat it down, waited 5 to 10 minutes to gather what I just read and realize what was just happening. Yeah. Even though at the end of each chapter, it gives you a rehash of what took place before you start the next chapter. And then I would pick it up, read the next chapter, pick it up, read the next chapter, sat that down, took it all in. Then I read the preview book 3, and I enjoyed that too. I liked how it was switched up where the characters were trying to get back to their kingdom, but they were also being invaded at the same time they were trying to get back to their king. It was really cool, really well thought out.
Yeah, man.
So yeah.
And I like this page here.
In case you don't know, Infinitale Chronicles is still in demand on Indiegogo.
Go back it, dude. Yeah, go get that book. How long would they have to wait if they backed it?
I didn't even have to wait long for this.
Oh, yeah, right there. That panel right there. Boy. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's see. Can I find it? Yeah, there it is. So I've got the link. I'll put it in the chat real quick.
Oh, in demand. You've only got till this weekend. That's tomorrow. Oh, no, wait. Tomorrow is Friday. This weekend is 2 days after
Mo, go back the book.
Go back it, man. How much is the what are the tiers are we looking at? Does this tier come?
Let me bring it up. I'll show this tab instead now. So we're in demand over on Indiegogo. The link is in the chat now. The book 2 bundle, or the 2-book bundle, is $38 USD. The
That's
digital
fair,
standard.
It's a lot of material.
Digital is $5. The manga edition is $10.
That is a thick fucking $10 book right there, man.
For $10, dude, it was a steal.
Is that?
And I'll tell you what,
Whoa,
I went
almost
down
200 pages.
I got the. Where is it? Is the war chest tier still up here? I don't see it, but I got the big bundle where I got like 5 books and 5 preview books because I knew I was going to be sharing it out with everybody. Because when it's art like this on a book, I know it's going to be a good story because you're not going to waste excellent art on a shitty story.
Yeah, man, and this book has really cool art. And I like to nitpick art. I like to call out left foot, right foots and shit, but
yeah.
I'm liking this art, man. If you've read manga and shit, this is manga, straight up. My kid likes to read what's that? Toilet Bound, Hanako-kun, and I've read. I have Chainsaw Man around here somewhere.
Oh yeah, I had Chainsaw Man before I traded it in for Demon Slayer.
I traded mine in for steak.
Let's see.
Oh, wait.
Your standard book is $20. And then, of course, you got the book and card bundles.
So if you're going to continue forward with the comic book format, what are you going to do about this first book? Because people are going to want a unified version of all the entire story. You going to redo the whole book, the whole first 2 books or whatever, the volume 1? I like the artwork on this. Personally, I think you should continue doing it this. But I get if you get more backers the other way, more likely to get funded.
That's because they're fucking uncultured.
I mean, I like the little pocketbook thing too.
I like the manga. I'll back the manga again.
Yeah, the manga I think is top notch.
All right. Well, we are at 2 hours 19 minutes, man. Should we close it out here?
Yeah, it's like 11 o'clock here, and I got to wake up at 5.
Okay. The war chest is just a free bonus when you buy $25 or more worth of perks. Oh, so I got treated.
Wow.
I got treated like a king.
Royal treatment. You got treated like a fawn, bro. Like one of the,
this is huge.
royal fawn.
I know they've showed it out on X already, but I do want to share this. So this is the box. This is bigger than Cerebro. This thing is fucking
that's
massive.
a nice box. That looks like I'm gonna get like magic cards in it or something.
So I still have 2 unopened books and 2 unopened preview 3s. So I got 5 books and 5 preview books out of this, along with a metal print card, along with a normal print card, 5 tissel feathered bookmarks, and what else did I get? Oh, a little ash can that came with it too. And so, and look at the inside.
I get it.
It's fully decorated.
I wasn't paying attention earlier. The manga was just for this second campaign. The manga is the
so we got the real deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is wonderful. I love this box.
Dude.
I'm keeping this.
Yeah, that's fucking badass.
But yeah.
Have you actually seen a comic book lunchbox? I saw that on the Rainbow the Brute campaign, and then I saw it again on another thing somewhere. And then I actually saw one in person, a lunchbox the size of a comic book. And that's a big ass lunchbox. But now I want one. I really want a lunchbox, you know, like one of those classic metal lunchboxes to put all my comic books in. Because then I want to carry it around.
Mo Big says the first book was Western style, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Like I said, well, it's been
campaign will contain the standard edition. Every other campaign will have a manga volume containing 2 books. Okay. So every other campaign, well, God damn it, Chris. I don't want to be the guy that only backs you every other time, but you're making it to where I gotta wait till the manga comes out.
You're tearing this family apart. I'll be back in the manga, man.
Yeah,
and I'm not a huge manga reader. Even like comic, I have some manga comics. What's the difference? Mangas are the little ones, right? What are the comic book versions, but you still read them backwards? Like some old, I think they're they might not be Robotech, but it's stuff like that, like that kind of comics. I found them, but you read them backwards.
Ignore that.
I think I know what's coming next.
I don't think you do. Let's see. Mo Big says EBS designed the lunchbox to be big enough to carry Peter's lunches. It's being big enough to hold many comics was a lucky coincidence.
I might have to up my game with the barbecue, though. I murdered that pork, dude. That pork thing. I
swear.
Between me and my family and my kids and my wife, we like murdered that thing in 2 days.
I believe it. All right.
So next time I'm going to do more. I want a big tray.
We just wish you would get them.
Everybody, like, subscribe.